I scream, you scream, we all scream when we're being eaten by tigers. Fortunately, there are no tigers here, just gaming news. The Xbox Series X refresh has seemingly been confirmed after news outlet Xputer published pictures of a familiar-looking rectangular prism with 2 noticeable changes. It has no disk drive, and it's very white. Perhaps whiter than Riley. Supposedly, this is the Brooklyn refresh that leaked in official Xbox documents back in September. That's a bit surprising for several reasons, though. First, the initial leaks for a Brooklyn showed a cylindrical console, which is a different 3D shape. It's another platonic solid. I think, is that a platonic solid? Second, the past renders keep the Series X's original black exterior, whereas the color of the new leaked console brings to mind the love child of Ned Flanders and a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Oh, Riley.
Third, the jury is out on whether the leaked refresh will have any of the expected internal upgrades, like improved Wi-Fi or an extra terabyte of storage. Microsoft insider Brad Sams, almost 2 first names guy, took to Twitter after using his apparent elf eyes to see that the new white console's cooling and chassis are identical to the old model, which according to him would indicate that there is no spec bump. According to him though. Meanwhile, Xputer claims that the white Series X has a few of its components upgraded, but there are no major enhancements. Even if the console has the rumored Brooklyn bells and whistles, it might be at a serious disadvantage if it launches alongside the upcoming PS5 Pro. That refresh allegedly has some serious internal upgrades rather than simply being easier to misplace at a Murdoch family reunion.
Bam!
Twitch has updated its community guidelines to stop streamers from displaying gameplay on their jiggly bits. This all started when streamer Morgpie, first of her name, mother of the topless meta, took her policy challenging behavior to the next logical step by overlaying Fortnite gameplay on top of her butt, giving the audience a solid view of where the sun don't shine. It only got stranger, of course, when VTubers got in on the trend. Several of them tweeted footage of gameplay displayed on their fake anime chests and other body parts. Naturally, someone had to save the weebs from themselves, so Twitch stepped up and announced a change to the community guidelines. Starting tomorrow, the platform is banning content that focuses on intimate body parts for a prolonged period of time. I love it when lawyers try to talk dirty. Now, this isn't to say that Twitch wants absolutely nothing to do with nudity. CEO Dan Clancy said in an interview with news site Aftermath that he's open to bringing artistic nudity back to Twitch after the decision to include such content late last year didn't go super well. Clancy stated that the platform will launch the ability for users to filter content based on labels. Once that happens, Twitch will look to see how they can meet the art community. I find a handshake usually works. Or post-COVID, a little mini-wave. Take-Two Interactive has acquired Gearbox from Embracer Group for $460 million worth of Take-Two stock. Some outlets are implying that this is a $900 million loss for Embracer since they originally bought Gearbox in 2021 for up to $1.3 billion. But it's more complicated than that, as Steven Totilo points out on Twitter. Embracer paid $363 million for Gearbox up front, with an additional $1 billion tied to business targets over 6 years. Totolo says that after fees and stock sales, Embracer expects to end up with $300 to $330 million, which is like a $63 million loss at most. Gearbox already has a pretty solid rapport with their new owner. Take-Two is the publisher of the Borderlands games, which they now own, and are currently working with Gearbox on the newest title in the franchise right now. And that's not all! There's more in the pipeline. Thanks to this deal, we know Gearbox is working on 6 games right now, 2 Borderlands games, 2 Homeworld games, and 1 new IP. Some may be asking, what is that new IP? But I think the more important question is, now that they're owned by the same company, will Gearbox and Rockstar kiss?
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Zen Market. They make importing cool stuff from Japan easy. Buying from overseas can be troublesome and expensive, but Zen Market helps by consolidating your orders for free and sending them out in as few shipments as possible. Missing one figurine from that totally safe for work collection you just bought? Find it and add it for no additional cost. Zen Market's 60-day free storage period means you can keep shopping for more stuff before confirming your full order. Trusted by over 2 million users worldwide, Zen Market supports 19 languages and over 10,000 Japanese stores like Amazon and Rakuten. If you're looking for more niche products, like this Genshin Impact illustration collection from Animate Online or this 3DS LL from Surugaya, Zen Market can help too. Simply copy the item link and paste it into the search bar, fill in some info, and let their buying team do the rest. Zen Market is celebrating their 10th anniversary, so from now until April 30th, you can get 1,000 bonus Zen points, equivalent to 1,000 yen, off your international shipping fee and get 10% off your first parcel. Just visit the link below, create a free account, and use codes GAMELINKED and Zen10Ship.
Just before we start the quick bits, I need to issue a point of clarification. While there aren't any tigers here, there are bears. For example, Jacob.
Hi.
Blizzard has apparently updated its end user license agreement to clarify that you definitely don't own your Blizzard games, stupid. The new EULA states that Battle.net games are licensed, not sold to you, and that no title or ownership of games you purchase is being transferred when you allegedly buy those games. But here's the thing, as a gamer, the only thing you've ever owned is physical game discs and a license to run the software.
And all the noobs you teabag.
Which meant a lot more when you can pop in a CD without phoning home like E.T. at his first sleepover. When it comes to digital games, some people are just now learning that they own nothing, and strangely, they're not happy. Spyro 4 is currently in early development under former Activision Blizzard studio Toys for Bob, according to insider Canadian Guy A and his sources from PAX East. Work on the game apparently began just in January of this year, so these are still early days for the project. This matches reporting over the weekend that Toys for Bob has reached an agreement to partner with Microsoft on its first game as an independent company. One that will be similar to what Toys for Bob has made in the past, which includes Crash Bandicoot 4 and the Spyro remasters. Honestly, it all depends on how similar they want this game to be. Maybe it's just a remaster of the remasters. I don't know what Bob wants. What do you want?
Toys. To build.
Ricebro. Panic, the company behind the quaint, hand-cranked powered Playdate handheld, revealed at GDC last week that $400,000 worth of the palm-sized consoles recently vanished in the shifting sands of the Las Vegas desert. And no, they aren't at the disco. They may have been inadvertently delivered elsewhere though, because after the first 2 pallets went missing, FedEx apparently dropped off 2 more pallets at the lot right beside Panic's shipping warehouse, where a new Circle K is being built. But this Circle K is gonna be different. It'll be the quaintest Circle K ever. An egg-shaped circle, a cute little K. Helldivers 2 players have discovered the game's most powerful enemy yet, snowballs. Arrowhead Studios is telling players not to have snowball fights as they've been causing the game to crash. What, you wanted lighthearted fun in your dystopian jingoist satire? Too bad! Arrowhead will probably fix the issue soon now that they've finished adding a heavy machine gun that CEO Johan Pilestead denied the existence of 3 days ago. It's always hot and cold with this guy, and when it's cold, I can't even throw snowballs anymore. The Call of Duty franchise is adding 2 new celebrity operators in the form of Cheech and Chong of 80s stoner comedy fame, as voiced by the actual Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong. Look, I know Up in Smoke is a classic, but when did the average age of COD players jump to 65? It's a bit of an odd combination, seeing as Cheech and Chong are counterculture icons of the free love hippie era, and the army both A, kills people, and B, does not approve of open drug use. No official dates have been given yet, but many suspect the 2 will arrive as part of an event on April 20th. You know, the weed day, man.
It's a joint drop.
You can't own property, man. And I suspect you will also arrive back on Tuesday for more gaming news. Don't ask me how I know, but I think it has something to do with this turtleneck. Makes you smarter, not harder. Or does it?